Hey friends, so you are in your 20s, or maybe you're about to cross this magical, wild threshold. First off, congratulations. Because I know being a teenager was a messy mess, but being an adult is even messier. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 15 things I wish I had known before I turned 20. Enjoy. First thing first, nobody really knows what they're doing. And that is normal, really. Because when you're younger, you think of adults as those people that just know everything about every possible subject. But as you grow older, you realize that your parents, your friends, your teachers, they didn't have answers to every question. And that is just our human experience, is that we have lots of unanswered questions. And that is okay, because guess what? We are incomplete beings and we're also imperfect. Second thing is that mistakes are not failures. So you should never, never, never take mistakes as failures.
Because mistakes are an opportunity for you to learn and to do better. And don't worry, now that you're an adult, you're gonna make a lot of mess. You think you made mistakes when you were younger? Wait, just wait. You're gonna make some really, really bad mistakes. And if you don't make mistakes, congratulations. But being a human, you are prone to make mistakes, and that is okay. Don't beat yourself too much for that. Okay? Next, self-reliance is a superpower. And when I say that, I mean it. When I say that, I mean that there are going to be situations in your life where you're going to have to stand up for yourself and really advocate for yourself. So it's important to learn to do that right now. How to talk, how to defend yourself, how to respond to criticism. That is important. Next, your emotions are not a problem. Because I think being in your 20s, you're going to have a roller coaster of emotions. There are going to be times where you feel sad, there are going to be times where you feel happy. Don't beat yourself too much because of your emotions. Your emotions are not a problem, really. So, something that you may need to do
And
right.
some skills that I think helped me with my emotions were journaling. And if you can afford it, try to seek help from a professional, because you just have so much insight from a professional on how to handle your emotions and really to understand yourself better.
Next, solitude isn't loneliness. You see, being in your 20s, you're going to have lots of moments by yourself because when you're in your 20s, it's literally one of the first time. It's literally the age where you start moving away from your parents. You go to maybe another city. You're going to spend a lot of time with yourself. So you really need to learn how to become your own friend in some way. Take yourself to walks.
And I understand that sometimes we might feel uncomfortable, we might feel guilty for just being by ourselves. But I also think it is important to learn to spend quality time with ourselves because we deserve it. And we are going to learn so much thing about ourselves by doing so.
So, next thing, social energy is not unlimited. And when I say that, I mean that there are going to be times where you're going to have so much energy to just go and party. But there's going to be time where you just feel like you are so tired to even go out, and that is okay. And you really need to listen to yourself when that happens. That is really important. Next point, your inner circle is your future mirror. And when I mean this, I mean it in a way where you really need to be careful who you surround yourself with because your friends, your entourage is really what is going to break or shape you. So it's important to really surround yourself with the people that you think are going to help you become a better person.
And I think this is so important because sometimes we don't realize how much influence other people have on us. And we may lie to ourselves thinking, oh, I don't let anyone have any influence on me. But the truth of the matter is, as human beings, we are so much influenceable. And that is sometimes scary because we may think that we are in control when really we're not.
So choose your friend wisely. Okay? Let's go to the next point. Next point, outgrowing people doesn't make you a villain. And that is something that we need to say because when you become more or when you become older, you spend less time with the people you may have grown up with because your path just diverge. So you may not be interested in the same thing, maybe you don't live in the same city, and that is okay.
And don't get me wrong here, I do believe there are relationships that are really valuable, and those relationships were actually made to last longer. But there are other relationships that the only thing holding these relationships from breaking apart is the nostalgia, you know? It's just the memory that you have with this person. But apart from that, you don't really share anything now with this person anymore. So
And then and a healthy relationship starts before you meet him.
and the reason why I think this is important, it's because sometimes we get into relationships for the wrong reasons, you know. Sometimes we get in relationships just because we feel lonely. And we may tell ourselves it's because we love the other person and we just need them in our life, but the real reason is just because we were lonely. So it's that's why for me I think it's important to know what you are looking for into a relationship. So it's important first of all to know yourself and to know what is it that you're looking into a relationship, what kind of person you want to be with. And yeah, I think that's just makes it even better for the other person too, when we really know what it is that we're looking for. Yeah.
Other point that I wanted to talk about is that you really need to know yourself. I won't say that enough because being in your 20s, you're going to have a lot of external influences. You're going to meet a lot of people that are going to put a lot of pressure on you to make you what they want you to be or what they think you should be because of this or that. But you really need to know yourself, what you like, and live according to your value. I think that is so important because you are young and you need to know yourself better. That is so important. So know yourself. Learn how to know yourself better. Or risk living someone else's life. Mm. So 11th point, which I think is one of the most important, is that money management is not optional, it is freedom. I think being on your 20s, you're gonna make lots of money mistakes, and that's why you need to have first set a budget. You need to know how to budget your money, you need to know how to manage it wisely because everyone wants your money, and you are young, you're pretty, you're all this. Everyone wants to sell you a product, and everyone wants to benefit from you. And you are young and you are impressionable and they want to make a ton of cash from you. So you need a budget, you need a plan, you really need to know where your money is going. That is so important. Next point, use debt like fire. So use it carefully. What I mean by this is don't take unnecessary debt because debt is such a burden. And really, if you want to take debt for you to invest or take debt for you to really do things that you think are going to bring you wealth. Don't take that for tuition fees. If you think you're going to get that money back, do it. But if you're not really sure, I won't recommend you do so because debt and when you're young is really not something you want, and this can lead to terrible consequences. So be careful with that, okay? Next point, take care of your body because I think when we're young, we feel like, oh, I'm so young, nothing is ever gonna happen to me, blah, 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 blah. No. Go to the doctor regularly, do checkups, go to the gym, eat nice, eat well. That's it. Really know how to take care of your body because you may be young today, but you won't be young forever. So take care of your body right now. Next point is that you need to master your time or it will master you. What I mean with this is being young, you have just so many things to do with school, with university, with all this, blah, blah, blah. But you also have hobbies, you also have friends, you also have dinner to go to, you also have events, you also have things you want to do in your life in your 20s because you're young, you're wild, you're free. But you have just 24 hours a day. So you need to know where your time is going, or else you're going to not use it the way you want to do it. So it's important to know how to plan your time and your day. That is really important. And then finally, just be curious. Okay? Curiosity isn't childish, it's your greatest asset. It's important to stay curious. Learn as much thing as you can, really. Learn how to cook, learn how to dance, learn how to do all this type of things because you never know when you're going to need to know how to do something until you need it. So it's really important to know to do as much things as possible. Okay? Thank you. So we come to the end of this video. With these 15 things, I really wish you good luck in your 20s. And I really want to read the comments and see what kind of experience you have if you are past your 20s or if you're entering your 20s. Write a bunch of experiences that you had or that you are going through, and maybe we can help you, maybe we can benefit from that. So I really want to read a ton of comments. And if you think this has been useful to you, don't hesitate to tell me in which ways. Wish you the best. Really. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.